Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. JR here, back with another survival video. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most dangerous cities in America. Buckle up, because this is gonna be a wild ride. We're talking about places where you gotta sleep with one eye open, where even the pigeons look at you sideways. You know, those cities where you leave your car unlocked for a second and it comes back with a new paint job and a missing radio. We're going coast to coast, baby, from the mean streets of the East Coast to the wild, wild West. We're diving headfirst into the belly of the beast. So grab your bulletproof vests and your sense of humor, because things are about to get real. First up, we got St. Louis, Missouri. Now, St. Louis is known for its iconic arch, its delicious barbecue, and unfortunately, its sky-high crime rate. I'm talking higher than the arch itself. They say in St. Louis you can get carjacked while waiting for the light to turn green. And the carjacker will probably offer you a ride to the police station afterward. But hey, on the bright side, at least you'll have a story to tell. Just make sure you're talking to someone who's got a few minutes to spare, because this ain't no short story, folks. St. Louis, we love you, but y'all gotta calm down. Next up, we're heading to the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan. Now, Detroit's got a rich history, but let's be real, it's been through some tough times. We're talking about a city where you can buy a house for the price of a used car. But here's the catch. The house might come with a few extra tenants who don't pay rent. They say in Detroit, even the ghosts are scared to walk the streets at night. I mean, when the ghosts are like, nah, man, I'm good. You know it's bad. Detroit, you're a city of resilience, but you got to get a grip on this crime situation. Coming in at number 8, it's Baltimore, Maryland. Now, Baltimore is known for its beautiful harbor, its delicious crab cakes, and unfortunately, its crime rate that's higher than a kite on a windy day. They say in Baltimore, you can get mugged by a guy wearing a crab costume. And the worst part, he'll steal your wallet and then try to sell you a crab cake. But hey, on the bright side, at least the police in Baltimore have a sense of humor. I heard they once arrested a guy for stealing a police car to get to his court date for stealing a police car. Baltimore, you're a city with a lot to offer, but you got to clean up the streets. We're now at number 7, and the town I went to high school at. Memphis, home of the blues and the bruises. I saw shootings at my school way back in the 70s. Hold on tight, folks, because we're heading down south to Memphis, Tennessee. Now, Memphis is the home of Elvis, the blues, and unfortunately, a crime rate that'll make you want to sing the blues. They say in Memphis you can get pickpocketed by a ghost at Graceland, and the ghost will probably leave a note saying, thank you very much. But hey, on the bright side, at least the food in Memphis is good. I'm talking about barbecue so good, it'll make you want to slap your mama. Just make sure you keep your wallet close while you're waiting in line. Memphis, you're a city with soul, but you got to get a handle on this crime situation. Coming in at number 6, Kansas City, more like Kansas City. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading to the heartland, Kansas City, Missouri. Now, Kansas City is known for its fountains, its jazz music, and, unfortunately, a crime rate that's higher than a kite on a windy day. They say in Kansas City you can get lost in a fountain and then robbed by a jazz musician while you're trying to find your way out. But hey, on the bright side, at least the barbecue in Kansas City is good. I'm talking about ribs so good. They'll have you licking your plate and maybe your neighbors too. Just make sure you keep your wallet close while you're waiting in line. Kansas City, you're a city with a lot to offer, but you got to clean up the streets. Next up, taking the number 5 spot, Cleveland, Ohio, the rock and roll capital of crime. Now, Cleveland's got a lot to offer, but let's be real. It's got a crime rate that's higher than LeBron James in his prime. They say in Cleveland you can get mugged by a guy wearing a Browns jersey. And then he'll ask you for money to buy a beer to drown his sorrows. But hey, on the bright side, at least the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is there. You can go in there, listen to some music, and forget about all your troubles. At least until you step back outside. Cleveland, you're a city with a lot of heart, but you gotta get your crime under control. We have made our way to number 4, Milwaukee, more like Milwaukee. Hold on to your cheeseheads, folks, because we're heading to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, Milwaukee is known for its beer, its cheese, and unfortunately a crime rate that's more alarming than a spilled beer at a Packers game. They say in Milwaukee you can get mugged by a guy wearing a cheesehead hat, and then he'll offer you a beer to make up for it. But hey, on the bright side, at least the beer in Milwaukee is good. I'm talking about beer so good, it'll make you want to name your firstborn child Lager. Just make sure you keep your wallet close while you're at the bar. Milwaukee, you're a city with a lot of spirit, but you got to get crime down if you ever want to thrive. Coming in at big number 3, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Breaking Bad and breaking the law. We're heading to the southwest, folks, to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now, Albuquerque is known for its beautiful desert landscapes, its delicious chilies. Now, unfortunately, a crime rate that's hotter than a jalapeno on the 4th of July. They say in Albuquerque you can get lost in the desert and then find yourself staring down the barrel of a gun at a meth lab. But hey, on the bright side, they have sunsets in Albuquerque that are beautiful. You can sit outside, watch the sky turn all sorts of crazy colors, and forget about all your troubles. At least until the sun goes down. Albuquerque, you're a city with a lot of character, but this crime rate is not your strong point. Coming in at the number 2 spot, Stockton, more like Shockton. Hold on to your wallets, folks, because we're heading to Stockton, California. Now, Stockton is known for its waterways, its history, and unfortunately, a crime rate that's higher than the tide during a full moon. They say in Stockton, you can get mugged by a seagull, and then the seagull will write a strongly worded letter to the editor about it. But hey, on the bright side, at least the weather in Stockton is nice. You can go for a walk and enjoy the sunshine and forget about all your troubles, at least until you check your bank account. Stockton, you're a city with potential, but you got to make lowering crime a priority. Now, before we get to number 1, take a second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Taking the number 1 spot, Indianapolis, Indiana, the Indy 500, more like the Crime 500. And last but not least, we're heading to the heart of the Midwest. Now, Indianapolis is known for its racing, its museums, and unfortunately, a crime rate that's faster. Very Indy 500. And they say in Indianapolis, you can get mugged by a guy wearing a racing suit, and then he'll offer to give you a ride to the hospital in his race car. But hey, on the bright side, at least the food in Indianapolis is good. I'm talking about pork tenderloin sandwiches so good, they'll make your grandma ask for the recipe. Just make sure you keep your wallet close while you're waiting in line. Indianapolis, you're a city with a lot to offer, but you got to get a handle on this crime situation. So, there you have it, folks, the top 10 most dangerous cities in America. Remember, this list is based on statistics and is meant to be informative and entertaining. So, did we miss any cities that you think should be on this list? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content. Stay safe out there, folks. And remember, always be aware of your surroundings, trust your instincts, and if you see something, say something.